Right, we'll just do another, we'll stick with these. So let's do another wee one for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. What's one for Divine Feminine? I am safe. This came up in the membership today. I am safe. So I am safe. These are about unconditional love as well. And we'll get one for the masculine. I find peace through my breath. That also came up in the membership. Oh, and then look, I declutter my space to declutter my mind, and that's what we've been focusing on in the second level of the membership, and the shorts are actually released in the first level too. But and I was so organised and Virgo-like that I'd actually filmed all the shorts up until Monday, and when my plans were kind of a bit shaken up by Uranus going retrograde today, and it was like I thought, oh, we're just going to have to miss one for Thursday. I hadn't filmed one, and then I just found it on my phone just now on Friday. It's no big deal, do you know what I mean? But so yeah, maybe you need to check that maybe you had actually prepared something and you forgot all about it. But yeah, this is the very last night I'm filming this on the Friday. This is the last night of decluttering, the mental decluttering or decluttering the mind. I declutter my space to declutter my mind. So in fact, you know what? I'm actually behind on it. I'm going to confess right now. I was meant to be digital detoxing, and I did not really do much of that. I mean, I done like the tiniest bit, but I need to really focus on that a wee bit tonight and a wee bit over the weekend, or a lot bit over the weekend. So just confession to that. Because I don't think I confessed in the membership. Nobody asked though. I just got keep it to myself. But it's like, you know what I mean. It's just another example. I'm not perfect. I can hold this again. I'm sure people are well aware that I'm not perfect, but right, 13. So I'm just going to do these. This is going to be a wee quick one. So, our brains are often on high alert, looking for danger everywhere. This instinct served from our ancestors. Well, that's funny I was mentioning ancestors in the one before because I was saying about my nana. So ancestors are gathering around. Well, when we needed to be aware of tigers in the woods, but nowadays that same response can be triggered by a difficult conversation, a troubling headline, a looming decision, or even just being stuck in traffic. And remember, Uranus newly went retrograde in Gemini, well, tonight as I'm filming it. Yeah, that could be shaking a lot of stuff up. It could really be making you feel not very safe at all, as along with the pull of the eclipse. So please do some grounding. I think that's why they're wanting me to do these for everyone. You know, I've just grabbed this was the closest deck. So sometimes we don't even realise that our body's in this state of fight or flight because our minds are so accustomed to being vigilant and looking out for danger. Recognising your mind's good intentions, understand that this vigilance serves a purpose at times. And if you're brand new to me, I've actually filmed, I'm doing EFT tapping shorts. I mean, EFT is, you know, the T bit is the tapping. But I like, yeah, so if you need like a shorter version or something like this, but I'm sure people that watch all the time will have saw that, but just in case somebody's new. But right now and right here, burping, clearing energy if you're new to. But right now and right here, it makes me want to sing right here, right now. So again, that's that message coming through again when I pulled this on the shorts. Something could be happening right here, right now, very aligned with the full moon in Pisces. I feel this is what this is for. You're allowing your mind and body to relax and knowing that you're safe. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do, fight against or figure out. This is your time to slow down, rest, and feel at ease. Oh yeah, that's why that's come out. I knew when I pulled that in the membership. I am safe is very needed for this full moon eclipse because a lot of people, like I said, will feel all over the place. I really pray that's not you, but like I keep saying, everyone, if it's not you, it's someone. So you know, protect. It's a kind of mixture of protect your own energy, but just be aware if you are amongst others that some people really might need comfort right now. This is your time to slow down, rest, and feel at ease. And on that note, remember if anyone's really struggling, if you put an emoji, the heart with a plaster over it, it pops up if you write healing. I'm sure everyone knows that on their phone, but like, yeah, I'll keep you in my prayers. So when anxiety, more than what I do all of the time anyway. So when anxiety rises or thoughts race to the worst case scenarios, pause. Take a deep breath, feel your feet on the ground, mentally scan your body from head to toe, notice any areas of tension and consciously relax them. Consciously relax them. Because I said consciously, I said a bit funny there, Sean Connery. Look around you and feel fully present in this time and space. In this moment, you are safe. Can you feel the shift in your body as you absorb this truth? Let's just see what's a wee message that what do some of the divine feminines need, or the masculines and their emotions. Wow. So, you know what I mean? Suffering's like, that's the Nine of Swords. That's trauma, sleepless nights, worry, stress. So some divine feminines, you know, it's not. This is polar opposite, different from the one I just pulled for divine feminine for Friday. Was clarity is on its way. So I suppose for a lot of people where clarity hasn't come and we're in that Pisces full moon eclipse, you know, just you are safe. And I'm sending anyone prayers if you're finding it hard to sleep or worried and there's a Tower moment. So yeah, so you know, this is making me a bit worried because I'm like, I'm feeling alright tonight. Is this going to be my fucking Saturday night? But yeah, Tower moments. So because remember, this is divine feminine 555, big changes, Uranus going retrograde. This is Uranus retrograde, and this is also Pisces full moon eclipse energy, and paired with a Saturn regret. Saturn regret, fucking hell. That's no Freudian. That's fucking no mistake, isn't it? It's never a mistake. Saturn regret. That's hilarious. I'm gonna start saying that. But yeah, Tower moments. Divine feminine. There could be unexpected, shocking moments coming your way. That doesn't need to be a bad thing, but that card doesn't look necessarily very good, does it? It kind of looks like that's maybe about disassociation or something. But yeah, so actually somebody could be coming towards you a bit all over the place. That's coming to me there. But just, yeah, either you're feeling all over the place or someone could be around you, energetically or literally. So take it as it resonates. Is there anything you could give the divine feminine or divine masculines in their fields, you know, that's not the Nine of Swords or the Tower, but I can't help that these are the cards. It is, I can't help but notice that it's very full moon in Pisces, like it really is. Because it's your deepest fears, it's your deepest desires, but this is definitely mirroring what that energy would be about. Positive, right? So if you're having sleepless nights and stress and worry and all this stuff coming up and it's shaking you up, that's what Uranus does. And again, like I always say, if you're new around here, my moon conjunct Uranus and Sagittarius and the South Node, so it's like I'm used to that. So what other people might find really stressful, like I'll find it stressful, but I'll be able to handle it more than most. It's not necessarily a good thing, but it's just true. You know what I mean? If you're born with that energy anyway. It's like how I've got 6 retrogrades. What is such a big deal to other people? Just like no skin off my nose. It's like, what's the thing I'm born with again? I've got Pluto opposing my. I was born with Pluto opposing my sun, and I see people going on about how bad that is all the time as a transit, and I'm like, try being born with it. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, that's kind of nothing to me. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. Anyway, so some of you might be saying, some of you might have that. But again, that's just one of the many difficult placements I've got. So, that's one of the benefits of having challenging astrology. You can navigate your sails a bit in stormy seas a bit better than others. So be kind and help others if you can too. So again, the 8th of September could be significant there too. So that is going to be Monday, isn't it? Yeah. So the day it's still within that full moon energy there. Something could be moving forward. So you might have a bit of a rough weekend and then something suddenly moves forward. Positive movement forward. So yeah, help is on the way, dear. Clarity's on the way. So for whether you're divine masculine or divine feminine. So let's tap on that. So I am safe. On a scale of 1 to 10, where do you feel with that? Now, like I said, that can be really broad or it can be narrow. So I'll leave that open. You know, when it comes to finances, how do you feel? 10 being the worst, 1 being the best. Be honest with yourself. Check in now, see how you feel at the end. If you want to home in generally, how do you feel? Do you feel safe within your skin? Do you feel good about yourself? Whether it is like aesthetically or, you know, emotionally or, you know, mentally or blah, 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 you know, all that kind of jazz. So anyway, side of the hand, even when the world feels uncertain, I am safe. Even when the world feels uncertain, I am safe. Eyebrow, I gently release any fear. That is brilliant for the full moon in Pisces because it's our deepest fears. Side of the eye, and I ground myself in this moment, also something very needed. Under the eye, every breath I take reminds me that I am safe. So take a deep breath in through the nose, release. Under the mouth, I'm grounded and protected. Collarbone. I come home to myself. That could also be twin flames returning to one another. Under the arm, I create safety in and around me. Just like I say, I create safety in and around us on this channel. Top of the head, I'm safe. So I really, a bit concerning that's come out with that eclipse energy. So I hope that really does help whoever's in that space. So let's now read the masculine one. I'm not going to bother reading the... But I did though, didn't I? I did read it, so maybe we should read this. I read the feminine one, so I am going to read it. I find peace through my breath. Your breath has been with you since the moment you were born and will stay with you until your last. It's a constant companion always there, waiting to help you navigate life's ups and downs. Yet we often overlook its quiet power. We forget that our breath is an ever-present tool for finding peace and calm. And here's your truth. Your breath never lies. When it's rapid and shallow, your body is likely signaling stress or anxiety, again heightened at this time. But when you slow down and breathe deeply, calmness naturally follows. Sorry, before we move on to this as well, how do you feel now on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, 1 being the best? Did it move? If you even done that bit for that last one. Right, so this card is your gentle reminder that peace is always just a breath away. Your breath is a steady anchor guiding you back to the present moment. As often as you can today, take a moment to simply observe your breath. Could you breathe a little more deeply? If so, take a few gentle, deep inhales and exhales. Let these small moments of simply being and breathing become oases of peace scattered throughout your day. Tapping is incredibly powerful for deepening your breathing. Before you tap, notice the depth of your breath. Then after tapping, observe how much more freely you can breathe. The difference might surprise you. It often does. That's what I love about watching how much people feel. Basically, I never have anyone that doesn't like this. Sometimes the number can, like early in the membership that, sometimes the number can go up, right? But it's just sort of showing you, it's bringing stuff to your awareness, and that's going to be more heightened at this full moon in Pisces, so just be aware of that. But it's better to let it out than in. So just be aware that you could have a huge emotional release after doing this. Don't think this is a wee tappy tapperson and no big deal. No, it could release some big emotions. Because it's happening anyway with the moon, and then this is going to clear a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, fuck it, let's go. Cry it out, you know what I mean? It's healthy. It's relaxing the nervous system. There's absolutely nothing wrong with crying. It is very powerful. It's a very powerful and healthy thing to do. Right, so it's just if you were crying every single day kind of thing, then, there could be something more going on, but, common sense. Make it a habit to check in with your breath throughout the day today in meetings while waiting in line and before important conversations. So there could be an important conversation that's coming up this weekend or whenever you watch this. By regularly tuning into your breath, you're training yourself to find peace, not in external circumstances, but in yourself. That doesn't always necessarily mean that that's twin flames talking to one another, although I do feel for some it is that. That could be like you need to have an important conversation with someone in your life that's like interfering or something, it feels like, for a lot too, because eclipses are makeups, breakups, shake-ups. It's always this stuff. So, give me some cards for the masculine or the feminine's masculine side. And we pull the Emperor. And flow. So look at this, right? That is the divine masculine Emperor energy. So I really do feel it's like if you're able to take a breath before you take action, which is exactly like the day before's if you didn't see it, you're going to be more able to go with the flow. But I'm noticing like he's got one hand over his heart and one hand freely, so, and all this water around him. So it's like this could just indicate, some people are in that awakened masculine energy. And by the way, you don't need to be a man, but it is men on the card. It's men on the card. But it's like, I just see it's like a mixture. Some people aren't quite ready to totally let their guard down, and other people are ready to do it. That's what I'm getting from that. Awakened masculine, yeah. Some people are still in this, 1441. So be kind to yourself. That's the 5 of Cups. Loss, sadness, grief, depression. And you can see how, that's why they pulled me to the imagery. That man's got both hands over his heart, and one of those cards won, and then the other one's hands are free. So just you know. And a lot of people will be in that because that's what Pisces energy is. And a lot of people will be in the happiest card in the deck, the sun, shine. So it's some people's time to shine. So enjoy it if it's your time to shine. But just be aware that other people could be feeling quite sad. But also that's divine feminine shining. And that's divine, you're helping divine masculine come out of this. Or someone could be coming towards you that's sad about the past and hoping that you're going to be in that warm energy for union. Love it. Right, what was the... I think it's more the... Yeah, so we'll leave that as a wee surprise, as a happy one. So yeah, 4 of Wands, the 18-4 that I always say, my birthday numbers that adds up to this card. There's definitely union energy in the air. So let go of when that might specifically manifest, but that's beautiful. And that feels like the magical, mystical energy of the fated North Node eclipse. But I am going to now film. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. So ancestors are definitely coming around, with adding, helping people be in this joyful energy. Whether you're needing the upliftment because you're in the sadness, or whether you're needing the grounding, or whether you're in the happiest card in the deck, keep doing your thing because it's working. Yeah. See you later.